This session is going to be so much fun. It's just for you. And I'm really looking forward to hearing what you want to see and learn in the upcoming year, or I guess that's this year, 2025. So, welcome. I'm Julianna. A lot of people call me Jules. I am the inventor of the Jewel Loom portable bead loom. It's this blue one right there, right there. Yes. And I'm so excited. And first of all, I just want to give the biggest welcome and thank you to all the new subscribers. I do believe it's been a hot minute since I've gone live, and I will say that there are many of you to say thank you to. I'm so grateful that you made the choice to subscribe to the channel and that you're watching. I can see the views, and there's so much gratitude. Forever grateful for that. And so if you haven't subscribed and you're coming up on this, please consider to do that. And also, it's always great when you like something. And man, it's even more awesome when you share it. And please leave comments. I'm really good at responding. I will admit, it's been a little interesting over the last couple of weeks here in SoCal, Southern California. And so I have tried to find everyone's comments, and I really actually love that. I really love corresponding with you here on YouTube. And also right now we're streaming to Facebook as well. So howdy to all the Facebook folks out there. And yeah, so in my email message that went out this morning, gosh, time is just so strange. I had mentioned that if there was something that you wanted to learn this year or a technique you were having trouble with, to please email me. And you can email me at jules@jewelloom.com. And so I do want to mention that there are, gosh, what are there now? I think 455 videos just here on the YouTube channel. And there is a playlist. I just checked because I didn't want to say something without being correct. There is a playlist for every single loom except for the round looms. Now, I ended up doing like when I went back to see my son in Jersey over the holidays, we discovered SEO issues like in abundance, right? So when we were fixing all of them, it became really clear that it's not a good idea to add things and then put them in draft. Google doesn't like that. So I added back in everything into the shop, including the round looms. And so I've not done education on the round looms. And I'm pretty sure it was Sandra Peterson, I think Peterson, anyway, who said, hey, do you think you could do that? And so now that I've discovered that I've done nothing, we definitely need to do something. And I do feel like there was a conversation between Joan and the Jewel Loom concierge queen herself and Danielle Wicks. I think we talked about maybe brainstorming around loom projects. So we'll have to circle back around to that. But with all of that said, if you go to playlists, there is a how to use the Jewel Loom, how to use the baby Jewel Loom, how to use your large weaving goddess, how to use your small weaving goddess. Like every loom that I carry, there is a playlist for. Now, there is some housekeeping that needs to be done. And all I mean by that is like in the beginning, we were kind of like, learn how to make this pair of earrings. And so it kind of ended up in its own playlist, but it should probably really be over in the earrings playlist. And so there's just like some cleaning up and housekeeping to do to make it easier for you, right? That's really my goal. That's all I care about, is I just want to make it So easy for you that you come to this YouTube channel, you can look at the playlists and you're like, oh, I have the blue jewel loom. Let me go see all of the education that's available on how to use it. Or, oh, I saw Danielle Wicks hanging out with the cutest little loom, right? The little earring wisdom warrior looms. Let me go see how those are used. So we really, collectively want to make sure that you have as much information, much education, demonstration, presentation that you can on every single one of my looms. And so I'm just kind of like cruising right now. I love the combo of the different shapes and sizes. Yes. Oh, and that's another thing, Caroline, you just like, I was I was making notes to make sure that I could touch on everything. So you're going to see that I've been uploading pre-recorded how-to videos that I did many moons ago, right? So like 2020, 2021, 2022. So right now I'm in the process of uploading the 5 different rings that you can make on the baby jewel loom, the simple band ring is up, and now I have there's 4 more, right? And each one of those has like a plethora of how-to videos. So here's a little thing. I like to record in chunks of like 10 minutes or so. I really don't like to go too much over that. I like to make sure that you can go back and learn what you need to without having to watch an entire hour and a half on something. And so I'm in the process of doing that. I most recently also added the Spanish tile bracelet how-to video collection playlist, and people are like loving that, loving that. In fact, I'm loving watching the orders come in for the beads for that project and how people are taking what they learned in the video and then coming up with their bead collection to make that cuff. And I can't wait to see what some of you have done, because I'm like drooling when I see all the beads that you're picking. So thank you for that. I did, in that whole SEO session with my son, thank God that he knows how to do those things. I had 1,000 SEO issues. 1,000. I wanted to puke. I mean, like, come on now. And so my kiddo Josh, he sat there and he resolved them. And one of the things that came out of that was like, you know what? I'm bringing back in all the Toho sea beads. So we've got size 3.0, 6.0, 8.0, and a plethora of 11.0s. And those are all back in stock. You've already been going through them. So I do need to place another order here soon, but there's still a lot of choices. Okay. And so Leanne says, hey, is there a way to make dog? Oh, I saw. Okay. So Leanne says, hey, Jules, is there a way to make doggy bling with the looms? So I mean, like if you wanted to make something on the large wisdom warrior, you can make some dog bling. I would just always like, I have dogs. I've always had dogs. um, and I just would always say, like, I never leave Marlon Brando in his collar or his harness. You know, in essence, they are like children. So we don't want to do anything, make it with anything that's going to hurt them, meaning somehow they get it off and, God forbid they swallow a bead, right? Like, hopefully it comes out the other end. But I know, like, if you have a Frenchie, you don't ever like really want them to have anything that's going to end up, in an emergency vet call. So, yeah, I mean, I would probably choose fibers, like I would do yarn, like if I just wanted to do something simple, because, but I mean, it's your choice. The big loom is big and it's going to make a longer piece for a neck. Like B has I think his neck, I think he's like 14 or 16 inches. You know, those bulldogs, right? He's like all right here. And then he's all like his girth, right? Like he's got a really big, um, yeah. Oh, good. So you're a four-legged mommy like me, Leanne. You know the deal. So I'm just saying, like, as a disclaimer, right? Because, like, that might not come across everybody's brain, right? So yeah, I never leave him be with his collars on. But yeah, you could. Of course you could. Totally. And you can do what you feel comfortable doing. If you want to do it with beads, then you can do it with beads. Are you going to spend, quite honestly, like if you're going to do that, I don't know, I might go to Michael's. I might go to Michael's and just buy like pony beads. Um but hey, people put really expensive things on their dogs. So that's your call. But I would think that if they're large dogs, you would definitely need the large wisdom warrior to do that. And because that's up to 24 inches. So if that was to come off, wouldn't that tangle on them though? I mean, again, I think you're definitely going to have to. I mean, there's so many things that people, commercialize and make and sell for dogs. I think you have to just really um decide what is appropriate for you, right? Just like we do for ourselves when we're making things for our boutiques and for gifts. I wonder if you can glue the Loom project onto, of course, brilliant. Of course you could. Yeah, I love that. You could just do that. And oh, shucks. If you have my book, the cuff where I put the bugles, I did like a band of bugles, like long ones, 1.25 inch long bugles, and then I glued them down to a beautiful leather cuff. So that is the ticket. That's the ticket. What am I thinking? I'm not thinking very clear because I've had quite the week. So to your point, that is the way to go. So we're going to bead something and then we're going to put it on top of something and then we'll make the color. And so, yeah. So Concierge Joan is in the back, like reminding all of us of that. And of course, duh. Yeah. So we get there collectively. Okay. New people, new jewel loomers, full disclosure. We are a community like you maybe never have been a part of before. We literally hold each other's hands, and that includes mine. That includes mine because I don't pretend that I know everything. I'm really good at making products. And I've got a great design background. But collectively, this group, like there have been times when I'll start making something and we run into a roadblock, and together as the Jewel Loom community, we will figure out how to do something. And that's what we just did right there. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. My Jewel Loom bead order arrived today. I will be having fun. Yes. And your order was delicious. I was drooling. Carolyn. Yeah. Yes. Joan the Wizard behind the scenes. So we have, for those of you that are new, and Joan Dice is the Jewel Loom. We call her the concierge. She's the loveliness that's at the front desk when you come into the Jewel Loom Palace. And she's all about how can I help you? And she shares things. And she's just really been, my gosh, Joan, how long have we been together now? It's been a few years. It's weird how time has flown. Like we have literally been together. So I'm dying. Yeah, that's so good. But anyway, yeah. So let's just let me just look at my notes here again. I'm so super thankful for all of the new subscribers. Incredibly grateful to the Jewel Loom community. Um, over 5 years, yeah, yeah. So we really went strong starting in 2020, like a lot of people, right? We had to find different ways to communicate when shows were not going on, and so a lot of this has been grassroots growth on the YouTube channel. Trisha and Amber were such huge cheerleaders who helped out in the beginning. Joan has been here since day one. There's been a plethora of just really great people. And so, oh yes, how can I order the large wisdom warrior from the UK? You can. And so here's what happened with international orders. I'm so glad that you just asked that. I'm going to turn the heater off because I'm going to die. Hold on. It's been so weird, the weather here. Okay, so international orders were going just great until I realized that. So it's called Marketplace and it connects to your Shopify. And it was great and everything was great. And then I realized that their program was reading the products so wrong. Like they had the large wisdom warrior in duties listed as a tricycle. I'm like, I don't sell bikes. What the? So I couldn't keep that in place because that would be obviously wrong for both of us. And so I had to like frantically shut that down really quick. So I've got to get with them and I have to resolve that. And soon as it's got to be done like yesterday. So just stay on me. Stay on me. It's email is great. Texting through the free, well, I know you can't use the texting because you're in the UK. Just email me and say, Jules, I'm nudging you. I need to order this loom. Okay, so just remind me because it's got a lot. Okay. So I'm going to resolve that. I promise. I want her there. I want her there because I want her to be in your studio in the UK and I want you to take a picture. And then I just want to be so incredibly lifted up and, spirit. And yeah, so just remind me. I promise I will get that dialed in. Oh, well, I don't know if this is the best way to go or not. No, it won't. Never mind. I was thinking, and that won't work because the Etsy shop is only set up for US. So let me resolve it. Nudge me, just nudge me. So nudge you about it through Shopify. No, nudge me and email. Yeah, now we have a relationship, Cal. So email me and nudge me and just say, Jules, remember to get your international shipping dialed in. So yeah, I can't wait to see what you do with it. Yes, Melanie. And I know that the Canadians were having, gosh, what a crazy nightmare that was for you all and for us. So I do believe that it's resolved. I'm going to go to the post office and make sure. So yeah. Okay. So what can you expect? Let's just kind of get into that too. So for new people that are watching, so every Thursday at 4 p.m., there is something. Okay. If it's typically it's a pre-recorded video that has been uploaded that goes live at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the channel. I really want to make sure that the demonstration is communicated clearly. And so the way that I can control that is to pre-record and then uplift it. Now, with that said, I do understand that this is important and it's important to me and I know it's important to you. So my hope, my goal would be to come live at least once or twice a month so that we can connect. I did open up my Zoom account again because here's why. There are so many times where I'll get a text from or an email and someone's having an issue and I'm like, okay, I think this is what you mean. But what I really would love to be able to do is have that person come onto the Zoom, show what their problem is, that sounds so dramatic, what their, technique issue or whatever might be, and then fix it together with the community. And so that's why I also want to know what techniques and what issues you might be facing. Somebody said the other day that they were making the rings, but then after a little bit of time the rings were stretching. So they were using different beading materials than I normally use. So listen, 9.9 times out of 10, I am a wildfire girl. Like I use wildfire. I warp with wildfire. I weave with wildfire. That's a bead-along product. I have been doing that since the Jewel Loom came out in 2013. So a long time. That is my go-to. That is what I sell. That is what I love. It is absolutely not to say that there are not other products that are fabulous. But I don't have the experience to know if what you used is causing that stretchy stuff. So then we got into a conversation about, hey, regardless, are you going back through the rows? And so I do think that what came out of that is that she was not really searing up, right? Searing, is that the word, or am I thinking of steak? Right? So she wasn't going back and forth through the rows enough. And so anyway, so let's see. I don't know why, but I can't use email. It's hard to contact you. Oh my gosh, I don't know why either because I get so many emails. So jules@jewelloom.com or hello@jewelloom.com. And then there's also the texting, the free texting within the US. So Instagram, Harley's Wild Jewelry. That's why I'm asking about Instagram, as I follow Jewel on my business account. Okay. So let's talk about that. So on Instagram, there is a Jewel Loom Instagram, and there's a Julianna Avelar, middle initial C, Avelar Instagram. I don't know where you're trying to message me. There's also the Facebook Jewel Loom and the Facebook Julianna C. Avelar. Those things get bombarded with a lot of spam, like from creepy to, or, like BS stuff. Like, so I really think it's so much better if you just email me. It's just better. So don't DM me in Instagram or in Facebook. It's just too crowded over there. And it's bombarded with like spam. So I may not see you. So if you email me, it's just better because then we can have a conversation. And so Joan says that she's going to put those up. So yeah. So the third, and I think Danielle will agree. Danielle Wicks Jewelry does the Jewel Loom Creative Soul Seed Bead Edition subscription design for me, okay, and for the subscribers. So every month, Danielle tells me what she's going to do. And then I curate all the items to put all of that together for our Creative Soul community. That is our subscription program. And I would say, and Danielle, I think this is right, that just about the third Thursday of every month is when Danielle uploads the video recording to help support that subscription for the subscribers who have bought into that. Now, it is for everyone to see, but if you're not subscribed, you don't get the PDF, you don't get, you don't get the product and all of that. So that Thursday is typically what happens on that day. I am working to figure out a way to go back to the beginning and offer the PDFs. But first and foremost, the subscribers who have paid always get that opportunity because, they paid for it. It makes sense, right? So So yeah, so the third Thursday of every month, you can expect to see Danielle. Now, sometimes you don't see her face; you will just see her hands, and that's fine. And so I think it's pretty obvious that it's Danielle and it's not me. But regardless, it's education, and so the third Thursday is that. And then for a while, like I said earlier, I'm going to be taking content that literally has just been sitting in the Jewel Loom school and hasn't been seen by anyone in a really, really long time. So I'm going to slowly start, not slowly, I'm going to be uploading that probably 2 videos a week. So turn your notifications on so that you know when I have uploaded something so that you can figure that out. And so Danielle says I could start. Yeah, you don't have to. You just say, "Hey, it's Danielle." Yeah, I think somebody pointed that out in a comment that it was you, not me. And that's fine. We're like, I don't know. We're the same person, but we're not. Danielle's awesome. Danielle like is just a master beater, and so it's great. Which leads me to back to what can you expect? Listen, I traditionally am an on loomer, which means that what I create, whether it be jewelry or fiber art, is done mostly on a loom, on some sort of a loom, right? My looms. I am not an off loom beater. That's just not, I I I just don't know all those things. Those are the Danielles and the Kelly and Jill, right? Those amazing humans who know how to do all that stuff. And so what you can expect from me and this channel is that this channel is mostly all about on loom, whether it be the jewel loom, the original jewel loom, the baby jewel loom, the sun weavers that are way over here, the big, tall, large wisdom warrior looms, the earring looms, the boo-boo loom, the pocket moon loom, and yeah, there's a handful of them. And so that is what you can expect. Will you cruise by and see that I've used my tassel maker? Yeah, you might see that, right? That's not a loom. So will you maybe see content where I'm making simple earrings? Which ones are these? Yes, these are my flags, right? Look at that. Yeah, you might see that. Right? So just simple stuff. I'm very, very technique driven. Yes, I love to make projects and share them and do a little design or whatever. But for me, I've been raised in the world of technique. And so I like to show technique. I like to teach technique, and then I like to empower you. And that is bringing it back to the looms. I like to empower you to tell your own story through them, with all of the techniques that I can possibly show you. So that's what you can expect. But I want to know what you would like to learn, what you're hoping to learn. One of the first emails I got this morning was from Charlene or Charlotte. Okay, I can't remember now. I'd have to look at my list. Anyway, she would like to learn some knots on the fiber looms. So like the Raya knots and, just basically how to do some fiber weaving type of stuff. And that's awesome because I love that. So let me know either here in the comments, or probably the best way would be to just email me what you would like to know how to do. And then if there's like a technique that is driving you nuts that you could really use some guidance with, that would be great as well. So yes, we always love to see Danielle's face. So, um, so whatever works, whatever works. So yeah, let's see. I think, yeah, yeah, and just really tried to get to it. Having done this now for a few years, and actually, my background is actually in on-air talent. I started off with Aline Jackson, the creator, inventor of Aline's tacky glue in the gold bottle, like many, many, many moons ago. And so presentation and demonstration is actually, my big part of my career. And so learning how to do all of this and make content that is good for you when I'm all by myself, not in a fancy studio with people in my ear telling me what to do. I've learned a lot. And so again, that kind of goes back to offering you pre-recorded content to make sure that in the process, I've been able to really stay focused and give you something that you can learn from, because it ain't about me. Like, it's all about you. That's why I'm here, is to serve you. And so I got to make sure what I'm feeding you is being digested. So, all right. So I'm just going to take a look here. Let's see what's going on. Oh, Kara. Hi, honey. So many wonderful, wonderful, wonderful folks are here. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. So yeah. So dive in if you're new and, look through the 455 videos. I do believe that you can populate them from like oldest to latest to popular, so that, you could see, oh, what are other people digesting? What are they consuming that I might be interested in? And so that's a good way. There's also a search area on the homepage of the YouTubes, on the channel. And if you just like put in uh, warping, a lot of things will, populate. A lot of videos will populate. Warping large wisdom warrior, warping jewel loom, warping baby loom. So use that search bar on the jewel loom um, uh, home page of the YouTubes here to look for the videos. That's always a really great tool to take advantage of. I also do posts. I try every day in the YouTube community to do posts. I have to get better at that. And but I do try to drop some nuggets in there as well. And so I know that earlier I was going to say something about the email. So we do have a newsletter, and when you sign up for the newsletter, there you do get a coupon for 15% off, and you do go into what's called our welcome flow, where we welcome you like 8 times. And so there's a series of opportunities with reminders about your coupon. And so that is that. And in addition to that, you do get 3 free seed bead patterns. And so and I don't send email content to bug you. I hopefully send email content to inspire and to let you know what's going on with the community and the shop. And yeah, so I'm proud to say that my what is it? My unsubscribe rate is very small. Aw, thank you, Shelley. You're so sweet. Yeah, we really try hard on customer service. We really try hard. In fact, an order came in. Oi, was it this morning or yesterday? I can't even remember now. An order came in, and before I could tell Robert not to ship it because I was going to do it from here so that I could do something else, he had already he had already done it. And I was like, "Do you sleep?" Um, so yeah, we have great customer service, and even more so than that, we've great customers, like really, really great patient customers. And I think it's because the moment that if there is anything wrong, like I'm on it. And I just helped. Oh my gosh, this poor girl. She ordered a large wisdom warrior We made it in a quicker time than we post because we always say give us to 7 to 10 days, 7 to 10 days, because we make everything to order. We don't make a bunch of looms and let them sit. We just don't. So we need time to make them, and they're cut, they're hand sanded, they're laser engraved, and so anyway, we got hers done, and then it's like her loom got caught up in the holiday shipment, and then it got caught up in the stinking Missouri storm situation. She literally just got it the other day. I was about ready to cry. Like, you have to be kidding me. And the thing is that immediately when it was brought to my attention, it was daily, like going to USPS, checking the status. Okay, here's what's going on. It's still sitting in Missouri. And she was in Missouri and it just could not get to her. I'm like, where are you? Are you at the peak of some like crazy mountain? She's like, no. but but when you have patience and our heart is in the right place, then I really think that those things just have a beautiful flow and a successful ending, which that's what makes really great customer service. So, and Kara says she loves the text. Yes. And we have two different texting things. And I don't want to confuse anybody, but let me see if I could just say this. Like when you sign up for email, right? And this is like pretty much all companies these days. They also say, and if you sign up for the term is SMS, right? Or sometimes you might just see text, but there's text and then there's SMS. So we have that. We have like this traditional marketing SMS email campaign situation, and many of you are a part of both. And then we have what's called community. And community is what the Creative Soul subscribers get access to. And basically, that's to me. And I can't tell you how many times at 10 o'clock on a Friday night, because who's got a date on Friday? Not me. Not me. My date is my girls and my Creative Soul community, which I love. So it's really cute. Like we'll just be texting. I'm like, why are you awake? You're on the other side of the country. But it's such a cool thing because if someone's having an issue, then they can say whatever and we'll fix it, or, I help them. And so there's also been times where it's like, hey, Jules, I know my box is going to be shipping. Can you throw a spool of wildfire in there? And then I'm whipping up invoices, and so we do. I love you guys. Like, seriously, none of this even matters without you. Like, what am I going to do? Sit in the corner with my looms? Like, it's all you. It's all you. I'm here to serve you and to hopefully teach you and do what I can. So, you are so sweet, Caroline. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And Joan says something about Knoxville. I ordered something from Knoxville last week, which is close. Yeah, it's really close in Tennessee. I would usually get it the next day, but the package went to North Carolina before it went to Knoxville. Oh my gosh. God bless the USPS, because seriously, like, I know they're understaffed. I know there's been obviously like, there just hasn't been weather. There's just been unbelievable crisis throughout the country. So we really need to give them a break and just pray for them too, because, they're just like you and I, right? They got a job and they're just trying to do their best. I know. What did Danielle just say? Me in my corner with my looms. Yes. Yes, yes. Oh, that is so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all are so sweet. All right. Well, I hope that helps. Again, like, God bless you for your subscribing. Like, we just hit 5,000 subscribers, and I'm like, I am overwhelmed with gratitude uh, and just, yeah, just heartfelt gratitude for your subscribe, because it means a lot, because I know that when I'm subscribing to things, I really pay attention. Like, do I really want that person's content? And it's that person and it's their content, right? It's like the two. And so the fact that you have chosen to subscribe to this channel means the world to me. And it helps us so much. It helps sharing the passion for looming, and it helps the little family in Missouri who makes the looms. So it's like a whole big thing, right? Whole big thing. So for those of you that do know or may not know, I am from Southern California. I got my Dodger shirt on, representing the LA Dodgers right now. And it's just a big shout out to the devastation and everything. So just to kind of give you where I am at, I'm 55 miles north of LA. Okay. So in between me and LA and I, would be Pacific Palisades, would be Malibu, Altadena, the Eaton Fire, Pasadena, right? So that would be on the other side, up against like the mountains, um, the 210, like, so over that way. So Malibu and Pacific Palisades, that's all like super close, never close enough to catch fire from their fire. We have had here in my town, right? So we had one fire last week that was 7 miles from me, and then the other night we had one that was 4 miles. Okay. So it's been stressful and it's been sad. It's been so sad because that past, Malibu and Pacific Palisades and all that. I don't know if you've ever been here, but like the PCH is just a dream. It's just a dream. It's like you always hope that you're leaving for the airport at like a good time where there won't be traffic. Oh, let's take the PCH. And you go past Point Magoo, the big base, and then you come around the bend. You come around the bend and there's the Point Magoo rock, and then you go past that and it's like heaven. It's like heaven. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And when I was younger, when I was 16, right, in my Volkswagen Bug, hauling booty, right, on the PCH, and, the wind in my hair and all my high school girlfriends. And we would like go to Malibu and we'd get lost. And, so it's so many people's dreams and memories, and, ate at Moon Shadows, and so, yeah, it's really sad. It's real sad, but God bless, there's so many really awesome people who are helping out in the LA area. People are, showing up and doing donations, and just remember, like, it's everyday people. Wealth many times is on paper. It's on paper. So, yes, there are people who have a plethora of wealth. But there are people who bought properties for like barely, hardly nothing, like 20, 30, 40 years ago. Also, there was a lot of homes that were family, and they paid hardly nothing for them. So just because they're worth $1 million today, it's only worth something if you sell it. So it's on paper, right? So our hearts and everything we need to be really careful not to like, oh, what do they need? And in the same breath, we need to remember all the folks in Tennessee and the Carolinas, because they need our love and support as well. So anyway, that's just my little thing. So whatever you may be doing, that's awesome. I'm from California and I always wanted to move out. I finally did. I'm an Angels fan. Okay. And my aunt, yeah, your aunt bought in Moorpark in 75. Dude, she probably paid 30 grand for her house. And now it's like worth in Moorpark, probably 1.2 million. But it's only worth that on paper. So yeah, generational homes destroyed. Exactly. Generational, yeah. So we're good. We're good. The fire is not completely contained. I thought it was, but apparently there are some really hot spots in my fire 4 miles from me. It's in the riverbed, so it's contained to the riverbed, but it's still on fire. So hopefully it'll totally be out by the weekend. And so yeah, Moore Park, we didn't see anything light up. We did have a little fire in Simi Valley in the riverbeds, and it went up and it went down. So the firemen, Ventura County Fire Department, like rock on, you guys are like bad. You're like bad arses. I don't want to say the full word. I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube. But yeah, all the fire people here and all the emergency people here in California are just amazing. So anyway, okay, well, yeah, listen, think about what, I know I got work to do on the round loom, and I'll team up with Danielle and Joan and see what's on their mind with the round looms. And like I said, every other loom has a playlist. And then if there's just something that you want to see, you want to learn, just let me know, because I'm, just pulling together what I got, hoping that you'll like it. And so, yeah, praying prayers for everybody. Oh, there was a whole close knit community wiped out. Yeah. Yeah. Oy, oy, oy. So, yeah, we do what we can. Show up and serve, right? And wow, the round them. You've had them forever. I'm so sorry. Listen, I know I'm bad with, I know. I just see something. It's like I promised I wasn't going to do anything new last year. And then that stinking little pocket moon loom, she just like, sorry, but is she cute or what? Like, I couldn't help myself. I could not. So the round looms, they're super, super cool too. Super cool. Whoops. Oh, well. Hi, Carmen. How are you? Yeah. Thanks for your patience, Kara. We'll get to that. We will definitely do some stuff. All right. I believe I looked at all my notes. I just want to make sure that I covered everything. One of the things that YouTube is kind of like encouraging people to do are vertical lives. So I think what they're doing is they're kind of like thinking about the TikTok, right? Because TikTok is all vertical lives. Now, Joan, well, no, it wasn't Joan. The last vertical live I did, it was really, wasn't it blurry or something? Was it blurry or just weird? I think it was weird. Joan, I think you were saying like it had like a weird angle, I think. So I'll have to play around with that to try to figure out if I can come on live vertically. For what reason, I don't know. Maybe because if I'm in my car, I don't know. But yeah. Well, I think we're good. We're uploading content and we're here for you, and you just have to let me know. You just have to let me know. So I knew we would do them down the road. Yeah, you just didn't know it would be 3 years later. Now that is a dedicated jewel loomer who's like, I'm gonna buy these, and one day she'll get to them. Oh, Lily, you don't like vertical on YouTube. Tell me why. Does it look weird? Does it look weird? Because I don't think that vertical on TikTok looks weird. I'd really like to know why. See what she says. Yeah, I don't, I don't know either. So, I wonder if I should show you guys the round looms, and because I feel like somebody intuitively, I'm just thinking like someone's going, what in the heck is she talking about? Okay, hold on. Let me find them. Okay, here's the round looms. They're literally round looms. Okay. So the idea is, and there's how many of them? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 different sizes. And you can, I had a lot of complaints about vertical filming and people asked me to film horizontal. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's not do or die, right? Like, I think this is great. So the round looms, you can literally keep them on the loom, um, or you could take the piece off. And so one side tells you that it's a jewel loom, 9-inch loom, and then the other side, there's nothing. But you could paint this, right? You could paint these, and then you could do your weaving on here, and then you could have a beautiful set for home decor. And then remember, like you could do this piece, and then you could have the things flowing down. And so Danielle says, I never use one, but I feel like we can make a bag. I know. Well, yeah, let's talk and do something. So there's a 9-inch, there's a 7-inch, and then from the 7-inch, there's a 5-inch. And then from the 5-inch, it starts to get really, really small. There's a 4-inch. And then from the 4-inch, this must be 2. Is this 2? Oh my heck. Oh my heck. I can't even see it. Is it 2 or 3? I bet that's 2. It's small. Whatever it is, it's small. So, yeah. So so you can make something like I've even seen people somehow like, after it's all said and done, they somehow like attach these things, right? Probably maybe with some wire or something. You've probably seen home decor like something like this, right? So they're really fun. They're really fun. And I put them in the shop years ago. And then I just went on a birthing mode of some other looms, and I don't know, maybe because I just thought, oh, people will figure it out. But we'll put something together. You could stair step down. Yeah, I think you could just do like a lot of cool stuff. And they definitely are great with the fibers. They're definitely great with the fibers. And I don't have anything finished, do I? Why do I feel like I made something and I had to give it to somebody? Did that happen? I don't know. I don't know. That's weird. Anyway, okay. 3, 4, 5, 7, and 9. Oh, wait, is that Joan the concierge? Is that what I did? I made something off camera. I don't know what I did. I know something got made. Kara's saying, I think you did. So many projects. All right. I adore you. I adore you. I'm so thankful for you. 2024, can you believe it? This is 5 years. We're going into 5 years. I opened up the Jewel Loom shop in July of 2020. So 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So almost 5 years on this part of my journey, my career. And I'm so grateful to all of you. So grateful. And I'm on the fence about Tucson, but I might go. So I'm just kind of getting the pull. I didn't think I was going to go. I probably need to get off the pot and buy a ticket. So if any of you are going to be in Tucson, let me know. Yeah. So yeah, thank you, Kara. Yeah. Well, it's all thanks to you all. I just show up, make the products, and hopefully teach you and give you give you what you need. It's all because of you. It's all because of you. So, all right. I know that it's what 12:30 in the morning for Joan. It's like poor Joan. She's like 3 hours, right? She's like in East Tennessee, so whatever California, like it's 5 here. It's already like 8 there, and It's been a long day, but she's so great. We love Joan, and she's just been such a big part of our journey. Miss Joan, big shout outs to her. And she'll come on. I'll give her advance notice and let her tease her hair so she has big hair. She's in the background fluffing her hair right now. It's 12:54. Yeah, but you're in the UK, right? Yeah. That is so, God bless you. Thank you so much. Like, I'm not just saying this to know that my looms, because there are jewel looms like all over the world. I remember shipping one to Saudi Arabia, right? Saudi Arabia, Dubai, like somewhere over there. and and I do, when international shipping was up and running, they were going to many different places, South Africa. And so it's just a trip. And I really, really, really want one of those big maps so that I could put little pins everywhere there's a jewel loom. Wouldn't that be cool? I think that would just be like, I think in those weird moments where, I'm like, I'm not doing enough. Having a pity party, I can look at the map and go, you're a baddie, girl. You're a baddie. Kara says yes. All right, I'm going to let you all go and make your dinners or get ready for bed and do whatever it is that you are going to do next. I send you so much love, so many blessings, and email me with your ideas, what maybe you want to see, maybe what you need help with. Again, I'd love to get on a Zoom with you if you're having a hard time with something, and we can get on a Zoom with a community and figure it out. I think it would be really cool. I need to eat and work. I need to eat as well. And I'm sure Marlon Brando is unhappy. So Marlon Brando, by the way, if you don't know, I have a Frenchie. He has his own loom, the Boo Boo loom. He does. It's ridiculous. And he is the most high maintenance bougie dog I've ever had in my life. He is something else. Anyway, his birthday was yesterday. He's 9 years old. So thank you, Jesus, that he's still alive, right? Okay, I'm going to let you go. I love you and have the most fabulous creative week in whatever you're doing. And hey, if you're not a part of the free Facebook group, might as well go jump in there. Everyone's super cool. And there's like so many ideas in there too. Like I just saw a bunch of them the other day that I didn't even see from a couple years ago. I think Facebook might hide stuff. They're weirdos. Anyway, okay. Be well, be fabulous, and serve if you can to whatever. All right. Love you. Bye.